first. Welcome to our special midday Thanksgiving program. We hope that you're with family, with people you love and care about. We hope the turkey is cooking and that for the next hour you can sit back, relax, and watch us eat. Welcome to our traditional midday Thanksgiving show. I'm Bill Boggs, and that's my soup. Thank you very much. Food is courtesy of the Rainbow Room and a wonderful array of friends and guests on our show today, beginning with YVONNE RYDING, who is Miss Universe 1984. Welcome to our program. You're from Sweden.
Yes, I am.
So this is one of your first.
This is my first Thanksgiving dinner.
And as Miss Universe, you get it on television.
That's nice.
Good.
I enjoy that.
Here's a good friend from fellow hometown Philadelphia, and one of my favorite performers. I think one of the funniest people working on earth today. This is David Brenner. Nice to have you, David. And we'll talk about what you've done this year. Here's a woman who can knock out an audience and wouldn't be arrested for doing it. This is Sarah Dash. She's performing at Sweetwater's December 11th through the 15th.
Yes.
Don CORREIA is with us. Don CORREIA is currently co-starring in My One and Only.
That's right.
Thank you for coming and sharing Thanksgiving. Here is our feature reporter, Victor Hill de la Madrid. Wonderful to have you at our table, Victor.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Good.
Nice to have you all.
The Amazing Mazer, sitting down, about to have the seat. Hi, Bill. And here is Sandy Duncan, who is married to Don CORREIA and is also co-starring in My One and Only. Thank you for coming, being with us. Bob Abrams, thank you for being our New York State Attorney General.
Thank you, Bill.
No one will be arrested during the course of this program today while we're on the air.
Yeah, I didn't make that commitment.
Whoops. Here's a good friend of our program, and a truly, I said to his mother when I met her, here's a truly talented man, Hinton Battle, Tony Award winner for The Tap Dance Kid. Welcome. Thank you for sharing Thanksgiving with us. And finally, you have heard over the past year or two about my girlfriend, Linda Thorson. Linda Thorson is in Noises Off, and we have something to be very thankful about because this is a big announcement. Yesterday, we got married.
Wow!
Yes, yesterday. It happened yesterday. So this is the news.
Thank you.
All the best.
I wasn't even invited, Bill.
This is it.
How dare you get married without telling me?
Many children.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So we're leaving on our honeymoon now. David, take over.
Are you going on a honeymoon?
And
She can't, can you?
No, not till Noise is off.
That's
Not till we
right.
finish
not till
January
Noise is
6th.
off is off.
Oh,
Then
No,
we'll go.
show business is our life. So we get married, the next day appear on television.
Gotta work.
yeah.
No, we're going to take a little vacation, I think, in January.
Oh, that's nice.
We're at 72nd Street. It's nice. It's real nice up there in January.
72nd Street,
the
why?
Movie theaters and bakeries up there. It's really nice.
We haven't been able to go to the movies together for a long time.
Oh, wow.
Because I go to work every night. So it'll be nice.
Look at the love gaze.
Yeah, we're pretty happy. We're sort of
Yeah.
glowing
Oh,
today.
you are indeed.
I knew
You
that. I
do
knew that.
feel different.
I knew
Yeah.
that something special had happened when I pulled my car up in the garage. We just got married yesterday. I pulled the car up. I got out of the car, and the two guys at the garage said, "What'd you do?" "What'd you do?" Like that, I
Well,
said.
they saw me leave yesterday in a white dress. So
Oh, that's
they might have meant, I hope you did do what you were supposed to do.
Anyway, thank you for your
One
blessing.
day.
Oh,
What?
Yeah,
it's
it's our
wonderful.
one-day anniversary.
So it's our one-day anniversary, almost exactly at this
I've been
moment.
married
What time did
38
you get
years.
Bravo.
Well,
I
give
hope
us
we
a
can say
secret.
that. Yeah.
Secret?
Yeah.
I thought you said
Married
you
a
knew.
hell of a gal.
Oh, that's
Well, I
great.
got that then. We're okay.
Well, my
Half
parents
battle.
celebrated their 50th in
50?
May 30th of
That's
this
so
year.
unusual.
Well,
My
Isn't it?
parents
I
are
mean,
celebrating
50 years.
63.
63.
60.
Oh. David, how would you characterize?
They're very old. They still hold hands, but they don't know why. It's at that stage, it doesn't matter anymore.
What's their secret
Their
of
secret,
success? Yeah.
my father just didn't have the guts to leave, you know? I don't know, I guess
Let
it's
a
a
woman
different
be a
world
woman
then.
and the man be a man.
Yeah,
I
well,
guess.
he was one hell of a
That's it.
man. It's the old school, you know?
Yeah.
So it worked in those days. No one got divorced then anyway.
That's right. No one did.
That's
You just stuck it out.
You stuck it out or you killed them.
Becomes a habit.
How about your parents? Miss you?
Yeah, they miss me.
No, I meant Miss Universe.
Oh, miss
I'm
you.
sorry.
Very good.
That was very good. You did the right thing, Miss You. I mean, Miss Universe. Tell us about your parents.
My parents have been married in 20 years.
Oh, good.
No?
Yeah.
This could
Her
be the
parents are
only
very young
Thanksgiving
still.
table in America where everybody's solid in marriages
And
like that.
parental
Well.
something.
Wow.
I'm definitely solid in divorce.
Solid in divorce.
Yes.
Hinton has something to say about that.
Well, there was a divorce.
There was.
Yeah, it was a divorce, yeah. Hate to bring it down, but it does happen to some of us.
Yeah, it does.
I think it's fun
Were
when you
there
get
any children?
divorced.
Why?
Oh, you have a party, get back all the
Yay.
stupid gifts.
Start all over.
Used gifts.
Well, mine were still warm when I got divorced.
Sandy, how's your family? Your two kids.
The new family.
The new family,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're great. The 8-month-old is just beginning to go. So we're real
That's a
thrilled about
major
that.
accomplishment,
It
right?
is.
And
To
hopefully
do
they'll break out
raspberries.
of it, you know what
Hopefully he
I mean?
will.
18 years of that, you know what I mean?
So far, that's it. And he claps hands. But the 2-year-old's talking up a storm. Somebody today, in fact, I was out with them, and it was a mother who had a lot of kids, and she said the 2-year-olds that she runs into today really do talk a lot more. They're much more verbal than say we were. Because I guess of communication, stimulation, television, whatever it is. They're brighter than we were. I hate to tell you.
But you have a boy, right?
Two boys. Uh-huh.
2 boys. I have a 2.5-year-old son. Now, he didn't talk very much, but then when he did, same as I did, he just,
It was all like a
full
computer.
sentences, yeah.
Exactly. the same.
But the thing that's interesting is they hear and understand everything because he mentioned things that he heard a year
That's
ago.
right.
Oh, it's
And you
right.
can
all
have
in
that
there.
still.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Like a word like eclipse out of the clear blue.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Oh,
Right.
eclipse.
Yeah.
Yes, mine like eclipse. You're right. They're like little, and the more you can feed into the computer,
The better. It's
better.
all sponge.
In an easy, gentle way. Not force feed, but it's,
How do you
they're
two
capable.
explain to your older child when they see you dancing around
He
together?
knows. He says, "Mama, Daddy, dance for money."
Yeah, dance and make money. Mom and Daddy go off, dance and make money. He said.
There's no explaining. That's it.
He was backstage to watch the water dance and parts of the show. He loves it.
Do you have somebody wonderful you leave them with at night when
that's
you go to the theater?
Chris Patterson is a jewel, and
Oh.
she comes to the theater with us because we have a little room off from my dressing room, and she comes there with them, from time to time because we've been around them so much. I didn't really work for 2 years, so I miss them.
Yeah.
The access to them.
Yeah.
So
So they come to the theater and everything.
When we can, sometimes it's hectic, but the majority of the time we try to keep them there. Radio City, when we were doing the show
he
together,
was there all the
That
time.
was
was
the
there all
big
the
show,
time,
right?
yeah.
That Radio City
they had
show.
a huge room, so
Yeah.
they were able to go out there and play and do all the things they wanted to do, and not
I like having kids late in life. I don't know how many of you have kids, but it's if I'd had kids when I was young, I don't know if I'd have been as.
Excuse me, what does that mean when you were young? You're not that old.
Look at her.
It's all relative, right?
This little girl.
Absolutely.
Oh, maybe
I mean,
I
I'm
have
almost
something
40.
to look forward
I liked having old parents, because they would get angry, like at the table. David, and then they'd forget what it was. Late in life, it's
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm late in life with my kids. I was 2.5 years old. I find it easier to tolerate
I
them
do
when
too.
I'm older.
That may be, yeah.
When I was young, I was so much into my own self,
That's
my own
right.
career, that I don't want to be bothered with this.
Now
answering
when you go to a
questions.
party and you're with the kid and you're having to burp the baby, you go, I'm not missing anything in that other room
Yeah,
because
'cause you
nothing's
just
going
know.
on.
Yeah, it took you that many years to realize.
To figure it out.
Well, I didn't burp, I don't burp. I told his mother before he was born, whether it was a he or she, I said, look, I want to tell you one thing. I have nothing to do with openings. Any opening in this child is not my dream. Burp, even the eye, pupil, nothing. Anything that opens, forget it. No openings. No changing, nothing with openings.
What is your role, David?
Anything but openings.
Education.
My role is, hey, I'm responsible for the college. I gotta have the money to put him through college. That's when I pick up on the responsibility.
Now, you really have to be close to a kid.
Oh, sure you gotta. Yo,
I'm not talking about openings. I'm talking
Yeah.
about holdings.
Yeah, holding,
and
yeah.
warmings. I say this not from experience, from learning late in life.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
My
you gotta show
grandchildren,
love.
all that I should have given my kids, I've given to my grandchildren.
Everybody
Like
says
what,
that.
for
Yeah.
example?
The
Everybody
hugging and
says
holding.
that.
Yeah.
The love is the most important.
That's why
What
it's
is
tough
that?
to be in show business and be a parent.
No, I don't think
Just
so.
I don't
think
either.
so.
It's my
I don't
job.
think so because you're so you're kind of effusive people who hug everyone anyway, so you're just
And they're
very
around
loving
people
with
who
a
are
child.
outgoing, which is good for them.
Yeah,
I
they're
think.
around
My
people who
friends
hug
are-
them and love them, yeah. But it's true, like my father didn't, I mean, he didn't hug, even my mother, I don't think they hugged us and kissed us that much. And parents now just do it like crazy, you
Constantly,
know. And
yeah.
fathers are always holding, and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
I guess it just is a more liberated attitude to
I
it.
think that if you're in show
So I'm
business,
sure our parents wanted to hug us.
your children will watch the Tonight Show and they see men kissing. You know, when they come out, they do that, and then they'll imitate that.
The only problem is they watch, let me tell you about watching The Tonight Show.
What's that?
I hosted for a week recently, and my son, I asked him, I said, did you see Daddy on television? He said, yeah. I said, how was it? He says, yeah, good.
Okay.
And I was like, he said, but then I found out he was saying, I want to see cartoons. You don't want to watch me. And the last time he was with me, he actually, because he hears me introduce so much on stage and everything, last time he said from the top of the steps of my house, I love you, David Brenner. That was fun. I said, hey, I love you, Cole Brenner. I mean,
I remember when years ago in Midday when I interviewed Frank Sinatra, he told the story about Frank Sinatra's mother, may she rest in peace, always referred to her son as Frank Sinatra.
Sinatra.
It's not my son Frank, my son Frank Sinatra. She told this story. Let's take a break. We can dig into our soup and we'll get back. And as we like to do on our traditional Thanksgiving shows, really go around the table and reflect a little bit on what we have to be thankful for. We'll be right back.
I charter a boat this year. A few of us go, and we just go out.
Welcome back. Dave, you're going sailing?
I'm going sailing.
Going sailing?
I'm going sailing tomorrow. I start my first vacation of the year, 2 weeks. My friend Wynn Katz and I are going to the Caribbean. We're going sailing.
Good for you. We're joined by a new guest at the table. Very distinguished, white-haired gentleman, handsome co-owner of the Rainbow Room, Brian Daly. It's nice to have you with us. Thank you for a lovely Thanksgiving. Really enjoyed it. Thank you. And we also have over here behind the table the chef Giuseppe Piano.
Great.
Giuseppe,
Yes.
see if you can spot which is the chef and which is the waiter of these two people. And Lavore, the waiter. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for delivering a wonderful meal to our table.
Great.
What's going on at the Rainbow Room on?
Well,
Today,
Bill, this
actually.
was a sampling of some of the food we're going to serve this Thursday for Thanksgiving at the Rainbow Room. And it's very nice to have your endorsement.
Oh, we'd like to.
And it promises to be a very busy day. As a matter of fact, I'm happy to say that we're very nearly completely sold out.
Great. So you should
But it's nice of you to invite me, and I want to wish you and Linda many, many years of happiness.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
We'll
Thank
accept.
you.
In case you just tuned in, Linda and I got married yesterday, and that's what we appreciate your toast. Thank you very much.
Bill,
Yes.
can I ask you something?
Sure.
You haven't told us what you have to be thankful for. I know that you've had a good
right.
year this year. You've had a very good
been
year.
a great
because
year.
you've been doing a lot of things for
Let's forget yesterday.
television.
What do you have
So quick, David. I'm thankful that I'm a married man with a woman I love, and that I'm going forward in the future in a great relationship. And everywhere I look, I see something to be thankful for. My career, my health, woman in my life, everything. It's been a wonderful year for my career, work. We're doing pilots that are going to be on next year. You'll hear a lot about them. We're doing a comedy pilot here, which will be on in March. But I think if I have one thing to be thankful for, it's just a sense of having a partner in life.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yes,
That's wonderful.
And New York should be thankful to have you. I think you're still the best. I still like you in spite of all the times I've been here.
All the times we kept you waiting in the
But
green
New
room
York-
for hours.
But New York should be thankful.
Yeah,
have
I
someone
think he's
like
great
you.
host.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask the Amazing a question. I mean, the Amazing Mazer stuns me practically every night with the questions. I'm going to ask you a sports question. I want you to dig into your encyclopedic brain and tell us, in your personal view, the most dramatic Thanksgiving sporting event. that you can think of. An event that actually happened on Thanksgiving Day. So it's a qualitative question, not a specific answer about it.
Football game in Minnesota. That was in Detroit. Felt like Minnesota. But Thanksgiving days have never been, to me, you know, if you're going to ask me, you know, definitive incidents that I saw or things that I saw. My father took me to a fight where I saw Mickey Walker fight Jack Sharkey to a draw. Sharkey outweighed him 42 pounds. Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, the only sports event where I ever cried.
That's where Joe Louis was knocked out of the ring.
It was terrible. But I was there that night. I saw Canisius beat North Carolina State in 4 overtimes. David Brenner hit a hook shot right at the end. But Thanksgiving
It's
days,
not famous
not really.
for its...
I'll tell you the best thing I've tasted on Thanksgiving in a long time. That pumpkin pie.
I agree.
Man, I want to tell you, that was great. And I don't like pumpkin
Do we get
pie.
Daldy back?
I'm going to let you have the recipe.
That's
Oh,
fine.
great.
How about the Army-Navy games in Philadelphia, the old days?
Never played it on Thanksgiving.
Where's
They
the
always,
Thanksgiving?
no, they always
wonder no one
played
else
it.
was in the stand.
There
I
used to
felt
be
like an
college
idiot.
games at Thanksgiving. Penn Cornell was a traditional Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Something
but
there, Joey,
not
wasn't
great
there?
events. There must have been some game somewhere. That,
you know, hey, by the way,
Hockey?
David said before, you know, about being nervous. I have to tell you something funny. I'm rarely, ever nervous. I can count on the fingers of one hand and take 4 away. Times I've been nervous on the air. But that business of having to answer questions, you know,
Your brain
David, they
freezes.
have a bit here where
the amazing
Yeah.
John
John.
Rowland tries to stump me and all that kind of.
Yeah.
And you know why it bothers me? It's like taking a test in school.
Every day, every night.
You know how to get over your nervousness taking a test in school? I figured out a way.
Quit
You
school.
cheat.
It's having to prove yourself over and over.
Oh, it
That's the
gets
worst
to be
thing.
down. But
It's a terrible feeling, I tell you.
You know, I went to a game.
all the women in Sweden look like you.
They do?
That's what he said before.
No, I said they're beautiful.
They're all beautiful.
They're beautiful.
They are, and Icelandic women and Swedish women are, I think, the
Beautiful.
most beautiful women in the world.
She looks a little
thank
like
you,
Anita
but
Ekberg.
Yes.
What?
When Anita was really
Do you know
thin.
Anita Ekberg?
Anita Ekberg.
I don't speak Swedish.
Sounds great. Anita.
You have that
I
same.
heard that before.
And it's all due to anchovies?
Maybe.
You're going on to have entries.
It's going to be a run on
Feed it to your
anchovies in New York.
Sandy, tell us how you were digging into the Gershwin music in My One and Only. I mean, My One and Only is a substantial hit.
It's been running for 18 months,
Yeah.
and it's still a real hot ticket.
Oh, I know that.
I bet it is.
And
How do you like the Gershwin music?
oh, there's nothing like singing those tunes. And the orchestrations are wonderful. Jack Lee is a friend of ours. He conducts the show at the beginning, and he's this vital force down there with these wonderful music. It's thrilling. It's chill bump time, you know? It's hard to go
It's the music
wrong.
you
if
grew up with, too, that
Yes.
when you were dancing and even in school,
Oh,
and you see the musicals on the movies.
People
and-
dance in the aisles after the show's over. No, that can't be all bad.
That's a good sign.
show that's doing that for people.
What's your top tune of the show?
My top
Yours?
tune.
I like I Could Cry Salty Tears. How long has this been going on? I love that song. You know that song? I could cry salty tears.
Lambadi,
all these
dambada,
years.
da-da-dee,
You're
da.
fired.
This actually could be a premiere if we could
This
have.
could be something here.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Bill.
What's that, Gwen? What
But you and Linda had a surprise for us, and we here at Midday have a surprise for you.
Stop.
Ta-da!
Here.
This is Paul Noble, still introducing people even in front of the cake. Teresa, thank you.
Look, it's a real cake.
It's a real cake. Wow.
She's got a very low-cut dress for a bride.
The groom doesn't have any pants on.
Good.
What a sick cake.
Thank you very much. This is a giant surprise.
Wow.
Wait a second. What's that tune I hear?
You thought that was all over.
Did you do the cake?
Wow.
Oh, you did. Oh,
Great.
And it's legal too, Bob.
What way?
Getting out from under from an expensive wedding.
Oh, wait a second. In case you just tuned in, I'm not trying to outdo Tiny Tim. We did get married yesterday. This is a surprise. Is the show over? No, it's not? 30 seconds? All right.
How do you like that?
Okay, grab your fork. What?
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, we should cut it with a knife.
Yeah, where's the knife?
Make a wish. Let's cut it with a
Cut it.
fork.
Don't cut it. Don't cut the cake. Okay. Hey, listen.